Good morning. So today is Friday, November the 7th. It's currently 8:44 a.m. And today's the first day I'm going to be volunteering at NC Comic Con. So I'm supposed to go in at 12 and I'll be volunteering until 4 p.m. NC Comic Con is happening on November the 8th and 9th, so the convention isn't happening today. But I'm supposed to come in and I'm supposed to volunteer. I imagine that it's probably mostly going to be training since it's my first time volunteering at any sort of convention. And I'm probably going to be helping the vendors. A lot of the vendors set up their booths and tables. So I'm not really going to be vlogging anything of today. I just figured I would make this short little intro. And tomorrow, which is November the 8th, which is, of course, Saturday, I will be volunteering from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then afterwards, I plan on attending the convention as Supergirl, and I'll vlog more of that. And then Sunday, November the 9th, I'll be volunteering from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on that day, I will be attending as Batgirl after I'm done volunteering, and I'll be, of course, vlogging that. So, yeah, see you Saturday. So it is 8:29, almost 8:30 a.m. I volunteered yesterday at NC Comic Con. I volunteered from like 12 to like 4. First time volunteering at any sort of convention, and it was pretty easy, honestly. Most of the volunteers were helping booths to set up. Then all I did was I was assigned a post to like stand guard outside because they had a street blocked off where they needed the merchants to unload their stuff into NC Comic Con, so that's where I was at. So yeah, I was just kind of standing guard with that. Super easy, honestly. A majority of the time I was just waiting to see if they needed any help, and then I helped carry like some things here and there, you know. Today I will be volunteering from 10 to 2, I believe. So that'll be fun. Just setting an alarm for that. And then afterwards, I am going to, after I'm done volunteering, I'm going to go get in a cosplay, and I will be doing Supergirl today. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my contact lenses and then do my makeup that I do for Supergirl. I'm going to bring some of my makeup with me. Like, I'm going to bring my lipstick because I know I'll probably end up drinking or maybe eating or, you know, just talking, and it'll, you know, get rubbed off because it's one of those actual tube lipsticks. So, and then obviously this is important to bring with you if you're going to a convention, because you never know when you get something in your eye and you gotta clean your contacts, so definitely bring that with me. But other than that, here's the volunteer shirt. This is what it looks like for this year. Put this down a little bit. That's the front. And then this is the back. So the doll on here is apparently Ultimate Comics' mascot. It's kind of creepy, honestly. It looks like Chucky, but okay, it's a unique mascot to have. But yeah, I'm going to do my makeup like I would if I were getting into cosplay, and then I'm going to bring a bag with me with my cosplay, my actual Supergirl cosplay, so that, you know, after I'm done with the shift, I can just hop right into Supergirl. So that'll be fun. Just like yesterday, I'm not going to film anything while I'm volunteering. There's not really a point to that. But once I am in cosplay, I will record and I'll do some vlogging with that. So bye-bye.
Okay, so I just finished up with my shift of volunteering for 2 hours. Is this camera focusing on me? I can't even tell. So as you can see today, I got into Kara Danvers, also Supergirl. I'm gonna take you guys around the convention. We're gonna look at some really cool cosplays and what they have set up for this year at NC Comic Con. And yeah, it'll be a great time.
So it is currently 7:18 a.m. November the 9th, Sunday. It is the last day of... Fix this. It is... Oh, I made this a bit worse. It is the last day of NC Comic Con. I will be volunteering from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I will be in cosplay until the con ends, which is at 5 p.m. Today I'm going to be dressing up as Gotham Knights Batgirl, so yay. Had a lot of fun yesterday. Excuse me. I had so much fun. Talked to way more people than I thought I would. Made a lot of friends, which, very cool. Very cool. I met a lot more people than I thought I would, which is very, very cool, because I'm very, very awkward, and normally I don't go to people. And I got stopped so much, and so many people took my photo, took photos of me. It was very nice. Had a great time. I really enjoyed it. So we'll see how today goes. I imagine there's probably going to be a lot less people just because it's Sunday, and it's probably going to be a chill day. So it'll be fun, nevertheless. I'm going to be recording this day with the convention with my phone rather than with my camera, just because it was annoying taking out my camera from my bag and then like holding it out and trying to get a good shot. Like it was just really annoying. So I think this will be easier to do a little bit of vlogging with. The quality of the camera will obviously not be as good as this, so I apologize for that, but for convenience sake, I'm just gonna grab this. And I also want to wear a fanny pack today, and this would be way easier to do that. So just like yesterday, I'm not gonna record volunteer work. I will start recording after I'm done volunteering and I'll get into cosplay, so yeah.
Okay, so got done with my volunteer shift. I'm obviously Batgirl right now. Today seems like it's going to be a lot more chill than yesterday. It's Sunday. A lot less people, but still the hype is there. It's still really cool. So I think I'm going to go around and kind of just mingle with people. I already kind of showed off what the hallways look like and some of the vendor stuff yesterday, and it's pretty much the same vendors, so I don't think I'll do too much of that, but I don't know, I'm just gonna enjoy the con. But yeah. First, I want to apologize of the poor lighting and camera for this for this portion of the video. But it is the next day. It is Monday, November the 10th. NC Comic Con is over. I had a blast. That is definitely one of the funnest cons that I have ever attended. And it's really because I got out of my shell. I really got out of my shell this convention. Honestly, most conventions that I've ever attended, I kind of just walk around with maybe like one of my friends and I don't talk to anyone. I have the mindset that if people want to talk to me, they'll come up and talk to me. And pretty much every single convention that I go to, any sort of dress up event, I only have maybe a handful of people who actually want to come up and talk to me. So that is my advice to anyone out there who wants to make any sort of friends in the nerd community, who want to go to these events and mingle. You really got to force yourself to be out of your shell. And yeah, I really told myself to just talk to people like I already knew them, like in my head the entire time while I was attending the entire event. Is just talk to them like you already know them, like you're already good friends, and it worked. So hope that helps to anyone else out there who has anxiety. But yeah, NC Comic Con, super fun. I want to kind of end this video by showing some of the things that I got at NC Comic Con, and most of these things I got were free. Like, people just came up to me and they just gave it to me, and it was like, wow, it's so nice. It's so nice. But yeah, there was Sheets was one of the sponsors for NC Comic Con. So I just walked past their booth. They had like a little table set up and they ended up giving me just like a bag of stuff. So this is one of the things they gave me. Apparently they have trading cards. I don't have any fucking use for this, but I don't know. I guess I'll use them as bookmarks. I read a lot. I feel like I don't have enough bookmarks, but I will use these as bookmarks. So we got this old guy. We got this guy with the hat, and then we got this girl with the hat. So cool, I guess. I was there, I met this really fantastic artist. Actually met several really good artists there, but this artist was really great. This is one of his drawings. It's almost like stipple art, and it is traditional art. So this is stuff he's not doing digitally, he's not doing anything like that, which there's nothing wrong with digital art. I do digital art sometimes, but this is incredible. But yeah, this is his card. Just want to kind of show that to you guys. So that's super cool. But he gave me this little pamphlet. He did not draw this, but this is a comic he wrote. He wrote little short stories. And in fact, he told me he actually considers himself more of a writer than an artist, which is interesting because on his table, he mostly had artworks. He mostly had prints. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna read this. It's a couple pages long.
already a really interesting art style. Again, he didn't draw it, he just wrote it. But I'm gonna be reading this, kind of checking that out. Another comic, this is actually the only comic I bought while at NC Comic Con, just because they didn't really have any full volumes, and you guys know me, whenever I buy comic books, I prefer them to be the entire volume. I don't like buying comics issue by issue, just because it seems pointless. I would rather wait for an entire volume to be sold, and then I think that's worth the money. But this was only $5, and I thought that the art style was really cool. But I got this little Daredevil comic, so I'm super excited about that. Daredevil is my favorite Marvel character, which I think says a lot because I'm a DC girl, but so this is really cool. I already love the art style. I cannot wait to sit down and read this and to enjoy this, because I definitely want to read more Daredevil stuff. Another thing that Sheets gave me, they gave me a bunch of like coupons. So if you were at NC Comic Con, you should have stopped by Sheets. I got like free drink coupons and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna end up using that. Listen, I'm not a fast food person. I don't typically do fast food and stuff, but it's free. And I also got this for special drinks, so I'm probably gonna use this to get like some sort of coffee. And then, oh look, they also got me, they gave me a little bookmark because I told them that I like to read a lot, so I'm definitely gonna put this to some use. And then also just more coupons. I'm a coupon lady. If I get a coupon, I'm gonna use it. Really cool artists I met. He's actually, him and his friend are candle makers, which I find so fascinating. People who can make candles and soaps, I think are really that's such an interesting form of art. But what makes him very unique and his team very unique is the candles they make are based off of comic book characters. So I thought that was really cool. They didn't have a whole lot on their shelf at their little stand, but they had like Poison Ivy, they had like Batman, Wolverine, things like that. So I would love to see and kind of follow along with them as they create more candles, more character themed candles. This is their little card. And then this is the little back of the card. So I thought that was really cool. And then someone else that I met, he's another content creator. He said he only recently started, but he has a podcast. This is the card he gave me. It is called The Parker Legacy. And essentially the podcast is supposed to be telling the story of Peter Parker's father and mother and how they met. Which I think is very cool because we don't really think about them too often in the Spider-Man comics. And then this is the back of it, so I'm definitely going to be checking out that podcast because I would definitely love to learn more. Another thing, I stopped by GalaxyCon, which is another huge convention, probably the largest one that happens in North Carolina. I've gone to it a couple times. They had a little booth promoting GalaxyCon, and they were doing like a free ticket giveaway. I ended up signing up just to see if I would, get a free ticket. But they gave me a sticker. So they gave me a little Sonic sticker. I'm definitely gonna give this to my little brother. I think he would really love it. He loves Sonic and Mario. My boyfriend did end up stopping by Sunday for NC Comic Con. And while he's at the GalaxyCon, the GalaxyCon booth that they had set up, he ended up winning a little prize, and he got me this little Batgirl, which I thought was so cute because you guys know I love Batgirl, and I did cosplay Barbara Gordon on Sunday. I went as the Gotham Knights variation, so super cool. I love it. I'm going to treasure this little Batgirl forever. But then right before the, again, for those of you who attended NC Comic Con, you already know this, but right before the costume contest, one of the judges or one of the hosts was actually throwing out these little balls, these little things out to the crowd. I ended up catching Superman. He's a little messed up, you can see. And then one of the staff members, one of the really kind staff members, ended up coming up to me and giving me this because I was dressed up as Batgirl, and they said that, oh, this one kept rolling your way, and I really deserved it. So I have Batman and Superman. Probably my most favorite thing that I got at NC Comic Con. My boyfriend ended up buying this for me. Only $8. I think that's probably a good deal because I usually see these things sold for way more, especially at conventions. But I walked up to a comic booth and my eyes immediately were drawn to this little Batgirl Funko Pop. Look how absolutely adorable. This is literally a little me. This is me. This is little me. So I am going to cherish this forever. I do not typically collect any sort of figurines. If you guys know me, I'm not like a figurine person. I don't really connect to knickknacks and stuff. That's not really my thing. I really hate clutter. I'm a very minimalistic person. I do not like clutter, but I absolutely had to get this because it was on sale, and look, it's perfect. Did end up coming in this little box. It says right here that it's a GameStop exclusive. I have no idea what that means. I guess this is like a rare edition or something. And I know that some of you guys are probably going to be yelling at me in the comments that, oh, how dare you take that out of the box? But listen, I don't care if taking something out of the box devalues it. You know, if it's a figurine, which is a toy, it's basically a toy, I feel like I deserve to enjoy it. And maybe one of these days I'll end up wanting to resell it, but in the meantime, I want to enjoy it, so I took it out of the box. I still have the box. I'm probably going to end up throwing away the box because I don't want to just keep an empty box sitting around collecting dust. So you guys can judge me and hate me all you want, but I see absolutely no point in having an action figure that I cannot display for people to see, you know? And I don't care if that devalues it or whatever, even if it's like an exclusive little edition. I don't care, okay? It was on sale for a reason, so. This is something else that someone ended up coming up and giving me. It was a Jason Todd cosplayer, which is, there's so many Jason Todd cosplayers there. I can't even believe it. But they ended up giving this to me on Saturday when I was dressed up as Supergirl, and I thought that was so cool. It's just a little penguin sticker. It says, chillin' like a villain. How absolutely adorable. I had so many stickers. I don't know what I'm going to even do with all of them. I don't know what I'm gonna put them up on, so I'm just setting them on my desk to kind of display right now. Another little cards that I got from a really, really awesome artist. She mostly does traditional medium. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of her work. Same thing with all the other artists I met, but this is what the back of it looks like. I'm gonna show you the sticker that I ended up buying from her in just a moment. This is another sticker that someone gave me, and you can find his Instagram handle. You can find his Instagram handle right here. But this sticker, it's some sort of anime character. I don't know anime, I'm sorry. But he actually based this off of his own car. So this is his actual car. So I thought that that was so freaking cool that how can I not take this and show some love? Also at NC Comic Con, there was this one booth that if you walked past as a cosplayer, the guy standing there says that cosplayers get one free sticker. I ended up getting 3, and I'll tell you how that happened in a moment, but on Sunday, the very last day, they were about to close. I walked past, obviously in my Batgirl, and he called me over, said that, hey, cosplayers get one free sticker. I told him that I already got a sticker yesterday when I was in cosplay, and he says that it doesn't matter and I can get another one. So that was very polite. But I ended up getting, I was looking around yesterday, I was looking around for a Batgirl sticker, and he said that he gave the last one away to some cute little kid. So I was a little bit disappointed. So I ended up just grabbing this little Batman sticker, which is still pretty badass. And, but on Sunday, whenever I came over, because I went there on Saturday and Sunday, I walked past his booth. This is the one that my boyfriend grabbed because he did end up coming with me, and he was kind of dressed up as a lazy Nightwing. So this is what he grabbed whenever he walked past the sticker booth. But while I was looking around, I was just kind of briefly looking around just out of curiosity. My plan was to end up just getting another Batman sticker, but look what ended up popping up right before me. Another Batgirl sticker. I won. That's all I can say is I won. Going back to that artist I mentioned earlier, where I just showed you guys her little business card. This is the sticker that I ended up buying from her. It is Claire Redfield, and you can see her. Oh, you can see her Instagram handle right here. But I thought that this was so well done. I love the art style. Again, she does a little bit of digital stuff, but it's mostly traditional. I don't know if you guys care about that. I personally think that's really cool. But this is so well done. I love the art style. It's so accurate. I knew immediately when I saw this that this was Claire Redfield. So I had to take it. And she has some other Resident Evil stickers out there, but I don't know. I really wanted Claire. I thought it was so cute. So there's that. Again, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these stickers. I'm just setting them off to the side, and maybe I'll find something to stick them on. But for right now, I'm just going to keep them in the best condition I possibly can. But yep, that is all the goodies I ended up getting from NC Comic-Con. I had an absolute blast. I am definitely going to attend next year. While I was there, a lot of the other cosplayers and vendors that I talked to said that they planned on going to Animazement, which is apparently in January. I will see if I can attend Animazement. I'll see if I can score some free tickets. If not, I'll see if I can attend for at least a day or something. Just because I don't do anime cosplays. You guys know that I'm not an anime person, but I will try and go as some sort of cartoon character. I do have some cartoon cosplays, but I'm super excited for that. Thank you all so much for sitting down and kind of just watching this little vlog. I don't really do vlogs very often, but here I go doing a little vlog. And for everyone who I ended up meeting at NC Comic-Con, thank you so much for following me. My alarm went off and it cut my recording short. Anyhow, what I was saying is I just want to thank everyone for coming up and talking to me and taking photos with me, and then also following me on social media. I cannot wait to follow along and see what new creations you guys come up with. And yeah, until the next convention, I'm gonna head out of here.